Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Welcome, listeners, to the Shadow Frequency, episode 157, where we dive into the chilling unknown. I'm Juniper, your producer, and tonight we're unraveling a case that feels like it's torn from the pages of a cosmic nightmare, the alien abduction of Betty Andreasson. On a cold January night in 1967 in South Ashburnham, Massachusetts, Betty's life changed forever when strange beings entered her home, pulling her into a surreal journey aboard a UFO. This is one of the most detailed and haunting abduction cases ever documented, steeped in otherworldly mystery and spiritual undertones. Matt, are you ready to take us into the shadows of this one?
Oh, Juniper, I'm more than ready. This case is like stepping into a dream you can't wake up from.
Right?
Gray beings, telepathic voices, and visions that'll make your skin crawl.
Wow.
Buckle up, because this one's wild.
Wild doesn't even cover it, Matt. Listeners, get ready to be transported to the edge of reality. Matt, take it away.
Welcome to the Shadow Frequency, where we chase the eerie whispers of the paranormal. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into the Betty Andreasson abduction, a case that's as unsettling as it is profound. Picture this: January 25th, 1967, a quiet night in South Ashburnham, Massachusetts. Betty Andreasson, a devout Christian mother of 7, is in her kitchen when the lights flicker and die. Her father, Wayno, glances out the window and sees pulsating pink lights, like something alive hovering outside. And then he spots them. Small, humanoid figures barely 4 feet tall with massive almond-shaped eyes and gray skin gliding toward the house. These aren't trick-or-treaters, folks. These are something else entirely. Betty's family, her kids, and parents are frozen in a strange trance-like state as these beings, dressed in blue coveralls with a bird-like emblem, phase through a closed door. They speak to Betty without moving their mouths, their voices echoing in her mind. They call her by name, telling her she's been chosen. Chosen for what? That's where this gets downright chilling. Betty's led outside to a disc-shaped craft, small but humming with an unearthly energy. It whisks her away to a massive mothership, a labyrinth of glowing corridors and alien technology. On board, Betty undergoes examinations that feel like a violation of body and soul. A needle pierces her nostril, removing a tiny object. An implant, perhaps? Another probe enters her navel, and she describes a burning sensation followed by a spiritual awakening. Like her very essence is being rewired. She's placed in a throne-like chair, submerged in a strange liquid that lets her breathe, and shown visions that defy comprehension. Vast cities of crystal and light, creatures like monkey lizards scuttling in the shadows, and a towering eagle or phoenix that radiates a divine presence. Betty, a woman of deep faith, initially believes these beings are angels, messengers of God, but then the experience unfolds. She realizes there's something far stranger, extraterrestrial entities with an agenda we can only guess at. What makes this case so haunting is its detail. Betty's memories, unlocked through hypnotic regression in the late 1970s, are vivid and consistent. She drew intricate sketches of the craft, the beings, and even a blue book she was given in exchange for a Bible. Her daughter, Becky, and father partially corroborated the event, recalling the lights and the eerie stillness in the house. The Center for UFO Studies spent over a year investigating, using hypnosis, lie detectors, and psychological evaluations, and found no evidence of deception. Betty's story wasn't just a one-off either. She claimed a lifetime of encounters, from childhood visions to visits to an underwater museum of time, where she saw people from different eras preserved in glass, like a cosmic gallery of stolen lives. This isn't just an abduction story, it's a journey into the paranormal unknown, where the line between alien and divine blurs. Betty's faith shaped her experience, but her raw terror of being taken, examined, and shown things no human mind can fully grasp, it's the stuff of nightmares. Juniper, what do you make of this so far?
Matt, this is giving me goosebumps.
I bet.
The idea of those gray beings just walking through a door and Betty seeing that phoenix, it's like something out of a horror movie, but it's real to her.
Right.
What's next?
Oh, we're going deeper, Juniper. Let's take a quick break and then we'll explore more of Betty's cosmic odyssey. Over to you.
Wow, listeners, how chilling is the Betty Andreasson story? Those telepathic voices and that underwater museum? Are you feeling the shivers yet? We're only halfway through and Matt's got more to unpack about this eerie encounter. What do you think? Were these beings aliens or something even stranger? We'd love to hear from you. Like and subscribe to The Shadow Frequency on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and all major podcast directories. Visit our website at shadowfrequencypodcast.com, where you can listen to all our episodes, check out our new Shadow blog with companion articles for each episode, and grab some cool swag from our store. Want to support us? Buy us a coffee on the site. You can also leave a voicemail telling us where you're listening from, and we might feature it in an upcoming episode. Now let's dive into our mailbag segment. Gotta reach over here, hit the button.
It's time for the Shadow Frequency Mailbag.
We've got a great message from Bill from Boston, who writes, "You guys have the best podcast. Short, fun, and always creepy. I listen to the Shadow Frequency every week while driving home from my night shift at the hospital. The stories keep me awake and give me that perfect spooky vibe to wind down. Keep up the great work." Thanks, Bill. That means so much. We love hearing where you're tuning in from. Want to share your thoughts? Drop us a line at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. Matt, back to you for the second half.
Welcome back to the Shadow Frequency, where we're peeling back the layers of the Betty Andreasson abduction. A case that's as mind-bending as it gets. In the first half, we explored Betty's terrifying 1967 encounter, gray beings, a mothership, and visions that felt both alien and divine. Now let's dive deeper into the aftermath and what makes this case so hauntingly unique. Betty's story didn't end that January night. Through hypnotic regression sessions spanning the late 1970s to the 1990s, she uncovered a lifetime of contact. As a child, she recalled glowing orbs and strange voices, hints at something watching her. Later, with her second husband, Bob Luca, she experienced more abductions, including visits to that underwater museum of time. Imagine this. A vast facility, possibly deep in the ocean, filled with glass containers holding people from different eras, ancient Romans, medieval peasants, modern folks, all preserved like specimens. Betty described it as a place where time itself was collected, a concept so alien it feels like a glimpse into a cosmic agenda we can't comprehend. Her encounters weren't just physical. The beings communicated telepathically, sharing cryptic messages about humanity's place in the universe. They showed her a star map, possibly pointing to their origin, and spoke of a great door that would one day open, connecting our world to theirs. Betty's faith led her to see these beings as both extraterrestrial and spiritual, perhaps bridging the gap between science and the divine. Her detailed drawings of the craft's glowing controls, the beings' eerie faces, and even that phoenix-like entity gave researchers like Raymond Fowler, who wrote The Andreasson Affair, a treasure trove of evidence. Fowler's investigation, backed by MUFON and the Center for UFO Studies, found Betty's account consistent across years, with no signs of mental instability or fabrication. But here's where we pause for a moment. Not everyone buys this story. Some argue that Betty's memories drawn out through hypnosis might be confabulations, false memories shaped by their religious beliefs or the UFO craze of the 1960s, like the Betty and Barney Hill case. Hypnosis can be unreliable, blending imagination with reality, and without physical evidence like the Blue Book or an implant, it's hard to prove. Still, the consistency of her story, the corroboration from her daughter and father, and the sheer depth of her descriptions make it tough to dismiss outright. What lingers is the paranormal weight of it all. Betty's experience feels like a message from beyond. Whether it's aliens, interdimensional beings, or something we can't name, her visions of that eagle, the Museum of Time, and the being's cryptic warnings stick with you, like a shadow you can't shake. Were they studying her or warning us? Juniper, what's your take on this cosmic puzzle?
Matt, that Museum of Time is straight up haunting.
Right.
It's like the aliens are curating humanity's history. I'm dying to know what our listeners think about this one.
Me too, Juniper. Let's wrap this up and hear your final thoughts.
And that's a wrap on The Shadow Frequency, episode 157, Whispers from the Mothership, the Betty Andreasson Abduction. What a journey. Gray beings, cosmic visions, and a story that makes you question what's out there in the dark. Head over to shadowfrequencypodcast.com to catch up on this episode. Read our Shadow blog for more creepy details and grab some swag from our store. Don't forget to leave us a voicemail or email us at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com to share your thoughts. Matt, say goodbye to our shadowy listeners.
Bye, everyone. Keep watching the skies.
Until next time, stay tuned to The Shadow Frequency. Good night and stay spooky.
Good night.
This episode was produced with a commitment to exploring the unexplained while grounding our discussion in documented discoveries. All interpretations are speculative and intended for entertainment purposes.